Hello, and welcome to another update video about Render. Render, we've got this 5-wave move up that we talked about yesterday. I think in yesterday's video, we already talked about this 5-wave move to the upside. And we did say that we probably got a 5th wave extension here, but you can't really count the 5th wave itself because it literally doesn't really have subdivisions because it just happened on the 5-minute chart. But we have 5 waves up. We can interpret it as that. And because we have 5 up, we said, all right, it is now likely that we will come down in this ABC correction. So I'm counting the move up as an A wave. I explained the bigger context in yesterday's video, so feel free to check that out. We are now coming down in a B wave. That would be the expectation, obviously, as long as we stay below $2.81. I have today already shared it on Telegram and Discord. I have today drawn the Fibonacci retracement, standard retracements or resistance for the B wave. Doesn't mean we have to get there, but it means that we shouldn't go above 281 now to keep the current wave count alive, which would suggest that the move down was an A wave, the move up a B wave, and the move down should be a C wave. The idea was yesterday already that we will basically come down. I think we were around, I don't know, 250 yesterday, 255. So since then we have come down a bit. If I zoom in a little bit, we can see that we have a possible 5-wave move in the A wave as a, well, leading diagonal that would be. I mean, it's a bit off with the proportions due to that move here, which you can't really trust too much. So it's not very easy to read. But from everything I can see here, you know, with the price information we have, we could now be looking at, well, is the B wave already in? That would be extremely weak, that B wave, but not invalid. But it also looks like a tiny 5-wave move up. So ideally, again, we can always only look for the ideal structures. We'd be getting something like that. A, B, C. That B wave again is probably now in micro support. And micro support is basically here between the, so let's just B wave retracement. That's really just sort of a guideline. Micro support is here between $2.37 and $2.42. So ideally we find support here and would rally in a C wave. But this is really just the micro level. Doesn't need to happen like that. Important is that if we break below that yellow A wave low, which is at 233, we have a really good chance to follow through to the downside in this larger B wave to complete the overall correction. Yeah. So at present, I would be looking at a deeper setback because we have 5 waves up complete. Looking at the indicators, I mean, let's take a look at the daily chart. We can see that we still have bullish momentum ongoing. I mean, that's surely impacted by yesterday's push, but we see that the first bar is already declining in bullish momentum. And it's a bit too early to talk about a turnaround here now, but what you have is on the daily chart, quite clearly a bearish divergence. So we were overbought here twice. Yeah, that allowed us at the time to say, okay, we probably have reached the top here or will reach it soon. Be ready for a break out of that channel to the downside, which occurred. And now we have here another higher high, but the RSI is again making a lower high. So the sentiment isn't really strong enough to push those indicators higher anymore. Yeah, and you can see the selling pressure that occurred up here in that region. So yeah, I mean, there's a good chance we now do come down, in my opinion. Looking at the 8-hour chart, also here, bearish divergence and bearish crossover on the MACD. Normally the 8-hour chart is not too relevant, you know, in other asset classes. I like to use it in crypto because crypto is just literally happening 24 hours and, you know, obviously the stock market isn't. So you get some more clues here on the 8-hour chart in crypto. 4-hour chart as well, yeah, bearish divergence, and MACD also here shows a increase in negative momentum, but it hasn't really followed through impulsively to the downside yet. Next micro support, as I said, is that A wave low at roughly 233, and that would most likely unlock lower prices. But first we need to see, you know, how high is this B wave going to go. I don't trust this yet as complete B wave. Yeah, I'd like to see it a little higher. But we will see. Again, that's a bit of a messed up structure, so it's really literally the best we can do. We've identified support, we've identified resistance. we identified that there's some bearish divergences going on and momentum to the downside is increasing. And yeah, let's see. I mean, this move up now here, I mean, again, can we trust this? I have to count it. So it's all we've got, you know, those 5 waves up. So ideally, in a more bullish perspective, we'd be looking now at a 3-wave pullback. I'll keep you updated. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links in the video description. And there's additional content there that we don't normally publish on YouTube. So like, for example, some signals, you know, sometimes we can inform you there more frequently than here in the video. So check them out. And yeah, thank you very much. Bye-bye.